Hi there. So this video will show you what happens if you take a 65 D200 Dodge Power Wagon crew cab that you see here, and you take a modern Dodge 3500 Mega Cab here, and then chop it up, take it apart, liberate its frame, and place the vintage suit on the modern chassis. The only problem really was up here in the front, so then we had to do extensive metal work, as you see, to reshape it. This was all done by Brian Stone, Master Metalman, even to the extent of handcrafting these little fixtures to put in the Yoder hammer to get it all right. Ta-da! So then we tore it apart, refinished the chassis, powder coated everything better than new, and then went to work on all the trim. Here's a little bit of a show of the seats. Truck's not done yet, so this is just sort of an update of the process. We used the original seat frames, powder coated them, and zinc plated the stock tracks, and then used Tempur-Pedic foam, and then partnered with our friends at Parabellum, who do these wonderful bags and belts and wallets and stuff, all handmade in the US using American Indian reservation sourced bison hide. And we did this nifty offset stitch color, which I really like. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. And you'll notice these ballistic military spec ceramic snaps that are part of the Parabellum brand. And we restored the seats to this pattern. We did this rectangular pattern to pick up the rectangular pattern that's carried on through the stamped panels in the door. We made this cool little case that has magnets that correspond with embedded magnets in the seat so that you can place that little pocket wherever you want. These are the original handles, but we nickel plated and brushed them. Really cool door panels. You saw the original hardware all restored, upgraded to stainless. And then there are a lot of body mods on this truck that are very subtle and difficult to notice, including that front fender line change. All the glass is architectural glass that's then tempered to make it appropriate for automotive. All the badging follows the font of the original Dodge, but rebrands it in stainless, CNC'd, and icon and brush finished. So rear view mirrors are kind of hard to photograph, but they're all CNC'd stainless and super trick to kind of keep that old school look, but a bit more bespoke and detail. Here you see some of the slew of my dear friend Gail Banks's accessories, including the 6-gun package, an air-to-water custom intercooler, an exhaust brake, and the Banks IQ control on the dash, which I'll show you later. All the lighting on the truck is LED inside and out. Headlights are from our friends at JW Speaker. We sell those through Icon and utilize them in our Bronco. And then the park turn lights are handmade by our friends as well. Here you see this K. That's actually the brand of the client that commissioned this truck. That's his ranch brand, so we went to integrate that in. Stock bumpers sectioned to create more width. And these were so hard to make, but our machinist is a genius and came out really nice. Here's a little bit more detail on the mirrors. They fold in for clearance, and then they have multiple points of adjustment, X, Y axis for visibility. Here you see those mirrors as they were crafted. So it started as a solid chunk of stainless, and then many hours of machining to reduce it to that form. They came out really cool. Kind of hard to see here, but this is some of the audio stuff. It's all Focal and JL audio. There's the original dash. Here's the dash as it was stock in the 3500 Dodge. Here it is after we reshaped the metalwork and laid it in. Then we worked with our friends at Classic Instruments to customize it. There's the stock AM radio, which we repurposed to be volume and bass control volume for the iPod dedicated audio system. There's our bitch and shifter, bison and CNC stainless. All these knobs were inspired by the original plastic knobs, but then custom font, custom design, and CNC'd in stainless. Under here, this is a cool little heat sensitive switch. And then right there, the factory ashtray pops up, and that's where the nav screen and stuff is. Here's the IP finished. We redesigned the font and the coloration, CNC'd that plate, and tied it all back together. So it pretty much looks stock if you didn't know what a stock truck looks like. Steering wheel is stock, hand wrapped in bison with the white stitch onto a custom I did it tilt column. Sun visors are the Learjet visors we utilize in Icon. And then you'll see the headliner duplicates that rectangular pattern in the bison hide. And then there's nifty little coat hooks and embedded LEDs for all the interior lighting up high. There's a lot more details I'll show you when it's done, but I'm just kind of excited about this project, and it's been getting a fair amount of press coming up to SEMA, so I wanted to put this up for geeks like me who dig the details. We have numerous clients now inquiring about other Dodge Power Wagon and comparable projects, and we're all ears. These are just a blast to build. There you see the methanol tank and the focal audio integrated in the rear. Here you see the JL Audio amps that are stacked and vented, as well as the JL Audio Slim Bass, which is built into the rear with a sub bass. Exhaust is Banks, all stainless and ceramic coated. Rims are from our friends at Hutchinson. Those are run flat bead locks with 37-inch BFG all-terrain KO series tires. Great tire. Now a couple more details. The stock tailgate would kick its own ass every time you opened it and shut it. We made these custom lights that fit into the stock enclosures. We CNC'd and designed these latches as a one-off for this truck. We also modified the tailgate so that it has a chain that folds. See, there's the stock piece, and it's just a train wreck. Or this is a little bit sexier. There we go, I went the wrong way. Those are sprung on the backside to keep a good tension. And now we're running the cable from our Bronco design, so that you don't have to deal with the chain and all that crap. Inside the bed, we left it all stock, other than it's coated in Line-X, so is the underside. And here you see the high-strength anchor points. There's 4 of them for motorbikes. There's the CNC stainless nickel-plated diesel cap, and there's the methanol cap. And again, those were inspired by those interior knobs. We kind of wanted to keep that consistent feel. These little buggers are really hard to capture on camera. They look cooler in person. Here's that IP in more detail. Once we power up, I'll show you the lighting. It's really cool. We CNC'd these acrylic rings and then embedded diodes in them, so there's a nice glow. And there's the AM radio. We're not finished with those mods. I'll show you when we're done. All these Icon one-offs always have our Icon lizard on them somewhere.